Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's time to check out Thor Jane Foster, because while OG Thor probably should have been the one getting this treatment, looks like Jane Foster is the one who got pretty much a rework slash buff, you could say. And I know she had many buffs, but I would consider this probably the best one because she's actually kind of useful now. So just like with a lot of other buffs in the game, this one is kind of dependent on more newer players, I would say, because she does not have a ton of utility, honestly, but she has a fun play style, but her utility is kind of lacking, I'm not gonna lie. She can do a lot of vanilla fights, obviously, as you're gonna see, but she's just not meant for endgame content. And honestly, I hate that that's kind of like the norm, that it has to be like for endgame content, because she's still just a fun champion to play right now after her after this buff. So you're gonna hit the opponent, get shocks on yourself, you can pause it, I kind of forget how, but then you get 15, throw your special 2, and then you have some massive shocks that come after that. And you can have that passive stun like Dr. Doom. They apply 2 passive staggers, and yeah, you can just keep hitting the opponent, and it's a chance you get shocks on yourself. Then when you have enough or whatever you want, you can, whenever you want, you can throw your special 2. But I'm actually gonna go for the special 3. Also, the shocks increase her heavy attack like damage, so that was kind of nice numbers right there for the heavy attack. And let's see what the special 3 does, because I don't exactly remember what it said in like the deep dive. But let's just, I mean, it's kind of been a while since I've seen that. It's kind of cool. But yeah, okay, the special 3 grants a nice power gain that does, I think it's like, I don't know how many bars of power. It's like 1 or 2 bars of, I think it's like 2 bars of power, maybe 3. But that was a pretty nice fight. I mean, it could have been quicker, obviously, but I just, you know what, this game, there's been so many times where you, like, people are able to say that, like, okay, yeah, she could have been quicker, but I don't really care about that anymore unless it's really slow. Then I might care, but she was quick. That was quick. Okay, rank 4 ascended. The SIGs don't really matter to her damage. It just kind of helps with the wither, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, okay, so I'm getting a lot of power. The max shocks is 15. So I'm actually gonna go for a special 3, just so that way I know I will have enough shocks. I think I'll try. But here's the nice power gain, and I get the pause. I really forget actually how the pause works, but the power gain's working. The heavy attack's doing a lot of damage. I keep pausing that, and I'm gonna go for the special 2 now. It's probably okay. Never mind. I just got too much power actually. So as you can see, she's actually a fun champion to use now. The power gain actually kind of like screwed me up because I'm getting too much power. Like it's actually just too much for me to handle. It's a pretty decent power gain, and I'm gonna go for the special 2 now, and he's gonna burst down. So she's kind of like Nebula, sort of, I would say. That's the first thing it reminded me, just like of like a Nebula, you know what I mean? So let me actually do like 2 more fights, because she's growing on me very quickly, honestly. And you see lizard in the background right there. We know lizard's in the game now, but I'm just like never getting into the content creator program, so I'm not gonna be able to have really early videos on him. And I don't even know if I'll do a video on him, because yeah, we'll have to see. It's mainly arena. I'll have to do some arena if I want to make a video on the new champions. But all right, let's go for the special 2. I kind of wanted to throw a heavy attack. Let's go for the special 2 right here. Just do a normal rotation. So he went from 81% health to 63. Basically 20% of Rhino's health is gone. The Rhino, oh shoot, the Rhino rework or whatever is very lame, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if they're gonna buff or rework champions like Jane Foster, it should kind of be like this, where they're okay, I missed it right there. but they're fun, but they're not like mainly made for defense, because I feel like Rhino's rework or whatever is kind of mainly defense. But yeah, I like stuff. I like this type of stuff with Jane Foster. Okay, he's kind of, AI is kind of cooking me here, but yeah, I mean, class disadvantage is, I guess, is a factor in this fight. But oh, this is only 3 shocks, so yeah, you really gotta get the shocks up. And if they're shock immune, like I said, you got some good crits from the heavy attack, some nice staggers, and honestly, you can stack a lot of staggers on the opponent. I think they just keep on stacking. Maybe there's like a max of 4, but I think that they just stack forever. So let's just do one more. And also these synergies aren't doing like anything for her damage really. I can check again, but I just remember it being like some crit rating and stuff. It really wasn't like nothing. It was like, yeah, it wasn't like anything too crazy. Got hit right there, pretty nice. I'm glad to be getting hit. There's AI. It's AIs in the game. But this fight I'm gonna go for a special 3 actually. I liked how the special 3 was working out with the power gain and all that fun stuff. So let's go for that in a second. Get some more shocks. Get another pause. Go for the special 3. Hit that bonus damage. And nice power gain. Here we go. Getting a lot of shocks. Okay, it's gonna be paused here and there. I'm gonna get it paused again. And Storm actually is shock immune, so I don't really know. Okay, I was gonna throw it, but the power gain messed me up again. So it's a really good power gain, honestly. I like it. And they stack as well, which is pretty nice. But the crits are mainly gonna be taking out Storm here. So yeah, let's just try it, even though she's shock immune. Let's do some crits. Oh, she's not shock immune? Am I missing something? This is, all right, this is a pre-buff, my bad. But I just kind of assumed she was shock immune. So let's do one more, because that was kind of weird. One last one in Realm of Legends right here. And the Thor Realm of Legends is coming up. I mean, not Thor, the Wolverine. And you can kind of imagine how that would go. I mean, the staggers would get rid of the regen. And if you have Inequity, then the shock debuffs would get rid of the regen as well. Mainly the staggers though. So yeah, let's go for the what's it called, fervor on the special one. That gets me more what does it even do real quick? Increases the ability accuracy of outgoing damaging effects. So I don't know. So yeah, I guess it just gives you a better chance to apply shocks on yourself, I think. Well, let's go for this. I could have thrown a special 2, but now I'm just gonna have even more power. And my crit rating is just pretty good with all these shocks. It's basically like playing with heavy assault. It's pretty fun. Let's go for one more heavy block. Oh, okay, great. And I mistimed it. Well, maybe I can get one more special 2 off, or he might just die, because the crits are actually nice, man. These are nice 25k crits. Let's try to throw it. And yeah, 27k ticks, and there's like 4 ticks, so that's pretty nice. She's pretty fun, man. If I get a 7-star Thor Jane Foster, I wouldn't mind ranking her up a little bit, you know, like rank 2, rank 3 maybe. I wouldn't mind doing that. But let's see if I can tone it down here. Maybe I can go to Act 7. What's it called? I think we can go to this, is it point 2? I think it's, yeah, I think it's poke. So not super challenging fights, but I just want to try see how she does in story content. So look, look at this, like the synergies, you know, perfect block, combat power rate, armor, and this is just like the same thing. So we can get rid of the synergies, just kind of go in here and test out these health pools. Now I think it's a little bit less than Realm of Legends actually, but just want to test it out just in case, because this is kind of anything past Act 7, I don't know if I'd recommend like using her. She might work for some like fun, more vanilla fights, but this is the kind of area of story content that I think she'd probably work for the best, or some, just, you know, if that makes any sense. So I'm getting the shocks. Obviously there's flare, which is helping me, but if I just throw heavy attacks, like, that's mainly Jane Foster. 40k. I mean, the flare is helping out, but also cool animation. That's just her, man. I mean, that's just, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Maybe just one more real quick. The flare, of course, is helping a bit, but just it's like I mean, she's the one like critting. I mean, there's like glance on this path as well, so she's kind of helping out with these crits like quite a bit. It's just very satisfying to see. And look at those staggers. 16, man, and he's dead. So very nice. 50k crits constantly, just infinite staggers, and it's beautiful. It's just beautiful to see. And this is kind of what I play the game for. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like all the meta relevant stuff now. It's just kind of weird. I mean, yeah, all the meta relevant characters are kind of weird. So I like reworks and buffs like this. But let's just try Serpent. I haven't been playing the game a lot recently, so let's see how I do in this fight. But you got like infinite staggers, so this should be nice. Also, I don't know if the shocks are giving me willpower. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, they're not giving me willpower. Oh, and I get hit right there. That's a bit of damage. But that's just Serpent. And we'll go for another stagger, because why not? I'm gonna go for the special 3 to get my own power gain. And the staggers are kind of just keeping Serpent like locked away in this fight. Here, let me go for this. But the staggers are just kind of locking him, like, I'm just locking him up, you know? I'm locking Serpent up. More staggers. Go for the relic. He doesn't have, oh, I guess that's not affected by staggers. It's pretty odd. Is that really not affected by staggers? Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I just don't play the game enough, but looks like the death immunity wasn't affected by stagger, and I'm assuming it's not then in general. But she works in that fight, and I just kind of don't like the meta relevant defenders though. But she definitely works against Serpent, I would say. So she'll work for certain, you know, like meta defenders or whatever. But she's great in those vanilla fights. She's just really fun to play and use. So there's not really a bigger like health pool I can test out. I can go to let's try Labyrinth. Let's just try one Labyrinth fight. I guess I'll throw on the synergies to do, you know, a little something. But let's go with, oh, these do not stack. Okay, let's go with this then. But let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna hit the damage cap. Let's just see how this works out, because I haven't seen any fights with her in here. So I'm assuming I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take down all 3 million health of Star-Lord, but let's just try it. Last thing I want to try. And yeah, unfortunately, since there's no other places to really test these champions without like crazy nodes, just gotta stick to Realm of Legends and Labyrinth of Legends. So it is what it is, but just kind of mainly gonna check out like the crits in this fight, because the shocks aren't gonna stay on forever. So gonna dex that, and I will get quite a few pauses, but let's just mainly see this crit damage. So it's not always, I don't think it's not guaranteed crit, so it is what it is. But here's the power gain. Guess we'll block that. 20,000 ish crit, not at max shocks yet, and it's very consistent though. It's very consistent crits. 20k, and he'll dex out of the way for that one. The AI will dex out of the way for that one. Very nice. 21k. I don't really have anything to stagger, so yeah, this fight's probably not gonna really end, but maybe we can go for the special 2, just kind of see how that works here, if he will stop being so passive. Only 12 shocks, and that'll tick him down a little bit. But yeah, this is Thor Jane Foster's rework. I think Thor needs something now, because this is kind of weird that they did her instead of OG Thor first. I mean, they reworked OG Iron Man. I mean, there's a lot of reworks they're doing, like with Cyclops and everything, but I mean, if you're gonna do this, at least do it to like the actual OG Thor. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. But yeah, fun champion. Doesn't work great for these long fights, but I would say it's a pretty good buff, man. I don't mind using her now for those short to medium fights. Very nice crits, very good shocks, shock resistant, so she can just gain willpower from enemy shocks. Mystic Dispersion is reduced a little bit though, but yeah, she also has the stun during combo and some good staggers. So this is the kind of buff that I like. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a pretty good buff. Yeah, just a good part of this November update, but there's not a lot else going on, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really want to spend like, I think it's like $50 to $60 for me to get this guy with all the boosts I need to buy. So yeah, maybe I'll get this guy, but we'll see. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about Thor Jane Foster. I think it was a good buff. And yeah, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all very soon.